Tommy Retro here. It is Saturday, January 6th, about 8:30 in the morning, and I'm going to the WARAC Ham Radio Swap Fest in Waukesha, Wisconsin. So I kind of forgot about this. I got up this morning, probably about 5 o'clock or so, and I was just cruising around online, and I happened to stumble across it, and it's about an hour away from me, so I figured out, what the heck, we'll go check it out. So we're en route right now, probably about half hour away, so we're about halfway to Waukesha, and we'll check it out. I mean, it's been a good Hamfest in the past. It's usually not real big. It's really cold. It's like negative 4 degrees right now. It's all inside though, but you know, we'll see how it impacts turnout. But it's not a really huge Hamfest. I've got some stuff there before. I've got some home improvement projects to work on today, but I figure, what the heck, it's only an hour away. Go check this out. All right, we're coming down the home stretch here, about I would say about 7 miles away. So talking about Hamfest a little bit, you know, of course it's amateur radio, ham radio, so there'll be a lot of ham radio stuff there, CB radios, of course, all kind of radio stuff, but you never know what's going to show up. You know, ham radio guys are into computers, all kinds of different electronics, so you just never know what's going to be there. I've had really good luck at these, picking up vintage computers, so, you know, again, you never know, and general electronics parts, things like that, so kind of go there and you see what's there. Again, this one's going to be really small in comparison to the ones that are held in like the you know, spring, summer, and fall, when you can be outside. Last Hamfest I went to was the I think it's the Chicago FM Club. Yeah, Chicago FM Club. They have a Hamfest up at the Boone County Fairgrounds, and that historically has been an outstanding Hamfest. It used to be held at the Lake County Fairgrounds until they moved, and used to be a 2-day event. It was huge, and it's gotten much smaller, but it's still very good out at the Boone County Fairgrounds in September. So if you're interested in stuff like this, you're in the Chicagoland area, check that out. Chicago FM Club Hamfest at the Boone County Fairgrounds in September. Last year I was able to get a couple cool vintage computers. One was a Zenith Data Systems and a Heathkit computer, which Zenith, you know, bought the computer division of Heathkit, and so they're basically kind of the same computer. But it was cool because they were the, you know, the early IBM compatible. So I'm going to do a video on those here eventually. But just kind of some of the things you can find, you know, at these Hamfests. It's not just radio stuff. A lot of cool electronics, and especially with me, I'm into the vintage electronics and stuff. So just, it's fun to go and see what's there, and you know, just check it out. So we'll be arriving on location shortly, and we'll see what we can get.
That's worth taking a picture of.
Oh, absolutely. Well, what I like to do is I take clips of this, and then I make YouTube videos later for I like vintage electronics enthusiasts and stuff like that. So I just take little clips of different things and I talk about them.
Come to sale and buy stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, less and less.
Concrete with the tracks in it and everything.
Yeah, my son's talking to Lauren. That's him with it. He's got a black cap on. He's right straight across there and good car.
Oh, okay.
Put his sweatshirt on underneath his jacket.
All right. Yeah, I tell you what, this is a darn good turnout, you know?
Yeah, it is a good turnout. I was surprised it was darn cold.
Yeah, that's what I was a little worried about with it being so cold, but you know, when I rolled in and saw the parking lot, I was like, whoa, a lot of people here today. That's good.
Actually, for us to go to down where you're from down there, it's not bad, because I usually go out on 14 and cut down on 89 to 43.
Okay.
Take that to 12, and it's a pretty nice way to go.
Yeah, well, when I came up here, that's exactly what I did. I went 12 to 43, and then 164 to come on up here.
164 today, yeah.
All right, on our way back from WARAC Ham Radio Fest up in Waukesha. So didn't get a whole lot. A lot of people there, big turnout. You know, there was cool stuff. Always good to look around. I spent a whole whopping $20, and I got a few things, all vintage computer type stuff. Nothing to write home about, but once I get home, I'll show you what we got. All right, back at home. Take a look at what we got here. I packed it all in this box. Everything came from one guy. It was, I think, it was the, actually, I don't know exactly which one, but it was a repeater association that was selling the stuff, so everything goes to benefit the repeater operations and upgrades, things like that. So I got a Radio Shack PS2 mouse here. So, got that. Let's see. Also, got new in the bag here, a 5-pin DIN keyboard extension cable. So the old DIN connector. Let's see, what else do we get here? Got a DVD ROM drive. So IDE DVD ROM drive. Got a pair of speakers, some Lab Techs. I don't know if you can see that there. The sun's kind of in a bad spot, but Lab Tech speakers, real clean with the AC brick. And then let's see here. Just got some miscellaneous dust plates, or actually I should say front bezel plates for like 5 1/4 drive areas. Stuff like that. Those are hard to find sometimes when you're restoring vintage computers. Just got a handful of dust plates here, if you can see them. So again, you know, working on the vintage computers, it's nice to find that stuff. You never know when you're going to need it, but this is kind of cool. So got a compact laptop here. It's an early Pentium. Take it out of the case here, or out of the box, but it's a compact Armada. See it there, 7790 DMT. That's an early Pentium. Let's go ahead and open it up here. But I did test it on site. It does work. The screen's a little flaky depending on how you move it. You know, if you rock it back and forth a little bit, it kind of flakes out, so it must have a cold solder joint or something. So we'll take a look at that, but cool early Pentium laptop computer. So this will be a good thing for a future video. I like these old laptops that have the integrated power supply instead of having to use the power brick. So it takes just a standard standard PC power cord. And then on the back here, you know, it's from the days when you use modems, and so there's a modem port, serial and parallel, looks like SCSI, PS2, and then VGA. Then of course your analog audio output there. So that'll be the subject of a future video, but just wanted to show the things here. Like I say, everything you see here costs $20. I just like to go to these ham radio fests and, you know, swap fests in general, just to see. You never know what's going to be there. You know, it's if you don't go, you're sure to get nothing. And you know, if you go, you don't get anything. Hey, at least you got to check it out. Got to maybe talk with some people who are like-minded, and you know, it's just a fun event. So anyways, we'll be doing some future videos with especially that laptop there, but thank you for watching. We'll catch you next time.